there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here in Vegas. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send Beckham in motion right. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Ravens 14, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Up past the 30, second down coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
On play action, now Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens 3-yard line.
Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
And we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left, Robinson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly right. You practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21. Raiders 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken from about the 12.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Baltimore.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 28, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Now Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brewer. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 24, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Brewer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On play action, now Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Carr to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get this down to the 38. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, Jacobs once more. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Carr now to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Maxx Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.